I've got goals. Yes, I do. I've got goals. How about you? I know it's another video where I'm talking about my goals for the first half of 2017, but I told you I have a lot of them. Today's category is mental goals. If you don't use it, you lose it. And my brain is one of the more important things that I have. I know I did some things in the past to mess that up, but now I have to fix it, just like I'm fixing my physicality. Once again, we're going to start from the most likely to happen and work our way up to the least likely it's going to happen. Journal. I'm not quite sure who said it, but I've heard that the key to writing a good journal is to live a life worth writing about. And that's certainly something I intend to do. Documenting it along the way is just kind of an added bonus. But that's not why I want to journal. The reason behind journaling is to get myself to write more. I've said it before, the best way to get better at something is to practice it. So me journaling is about me practicing writing so I can get better at it, so I can do better videos for you guys. Full disclosure here, there's more reasons than just that. But the best way to sell someone on something is to tell them how it benefits them. And let's be honest, that's what I'm doing here. I'm selling myself to you guys. 12 books, 6 fiction, 6 nonfiction. That's right, Digital and Vellum, you're gonna have some more competition because I'm jumping on the booktuber bandwagon. Now don't misunderstand me, just because I have reading books on my list of goals doesn't mean I don't read things. In fact, I spend a lot of my time reading things, except it's mostly done online, on my phone or on the computer. And on there, I'm not reading books, I'm reading articles, scientific papers, a whole range of different things. But I read a lot. I just don't read books. So that's going to be the goal, to read 12 books, 6 fiction, 6 nonfiction. I figured that mix is going to be the most beneficial to me. A little bit of the creative, a little bit of the information. The purpose of the goal is to be more well-rounded, and I think that'll do that. Become a speed reader. Don't worry, people. I hear you out there. You're screaming at the screen wondering how I'm possibly going to get all of these goals in. Well, to save time, hopefully, I'm going to learn to speed read. Or at least I'm going to try. If it does nothing else, it'll make the book reading goal go a little bit faster. Compete in a memory championship event. Until recently, I didn't know these things existed. There are people out there that are competing in remembering things. Strings of random numbers, the order of a deck of cards, crazy, crazy things. And I've personally always been fascinated with the concept of memory. Ironically, that's one of the few things I do remember from my childhood. And apparently there's some tried and true ways to go about learning how to do this. Now, I'm not going to hold myself to the standard of winning the event, not just yet anyway. But I think that learning some of these techniques might help me out in my everyday life. And even if that's not the case, I'm exercising my brain, and that's good for me. Learn a new language. As you might have guessed already, this is my stretch goal. Right now I only speak 2 languages, English and bad English. It's a point of pride for many Europeans that they speak multiple languages. The point that they seem to forget is that they kind of have to. In Europe, if you travel 200 miles, you wind up in a different country with a different language. In the United States, however, if you travel 200 miles, you wind up at the same Chipotle, McDonald's, Starbucks multiplex that looks exactly the same as the one on the corner in your block. So Americans don't usually learn another language because we don't really need to. That being said, I'd like to travel more than 200 miles someday. That's probably going to be quite some time from now, but if I start now, maybe I'll make it by the time I am ready to do that. Where am I planning to travel? I don't really know yet, and I haven't quite picked a language to learn yet. By the time I get my family ready to travel, I hope to have more than one additional language under my belt. But I have to start with one first. It's probably going to be one of the languages used most throughout the world. And for added bonus points, I'm going to use whatever language I end up learning as part of homeschooling for the little one. That does it for my mental goals. I've got one more goal-related video coming up, and then we'll be on to progress reports, hero profiles, and other exciting new things. Stick with me, Rebels. We can do this.